You ever used Tinder?
Well,
You actually haven't because you're...
No, I am not at liberty to say.
We're just a couple of business anchors. Welcome to the Business Anchors podcast. This jingle is slightly too long. This jingle is slightly too long.
So, if I'm playing the part of the Business Anchors listeners, basically asking questions that they're
Yeah.
thinking. So you're saying like, oh, LinkedIn's so good and stuff, and you're saying all these big words. Why it's good. If someone's listening and they do business, but they're like, oh, I've got a profile, but I don't do anything actively on the platform to try and achieve anything. Like, what would be your advice?
So there's three core pillars of LinkedIn: your profile, your content strategy, and your engagement strategy. So when it comes to your profile, it's really important to optimize it so that, one, you can be found when people are searching for things, people
Makes
like
sense.
you.
Yeah.
So you need to optimize it with the right keywords in your headline and in your bio and that kind of thing. But also you need to optimize it for conversion. So when someone lands on your LinkedIn profile, think of it like a Tinder profile. Have you ever used Tinder?
Well,
You actually haven't because you're...
No, I am not at liberty to say. No, I actually played Tinder on someone else's profile a couple
is that
a couple of
the
weeks ago.
reason
but
you're giving?
That was my first time of actually seeing the platform,
Yeah.
Sarah, and it was for someone else. So
You're listening, Sarah.
yeah.
Does she listen to this?
No.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't even understand what we
Yeah.
do. No.
So taking a step back.
She recently sent me a message saying, "Oh my God, I've just seen that video you made. It looks like a proper ad." But she sometimes sees the clips on Facebook. So if you do see this, Sarah, love you.
Yeah, Christelle's parents think that I make Facebook pages. Facebook pages.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
Yeah.
So going back to this, so if you,
Yeah.
if you think of your LinkedIn profile as your dating profile, when you're setting up your Tinder, which you've never done, Lloyd, you obviously want to put your best foot forward, your nice pictures, describe yourself in a nice way, that kind of thing.
I'd be terrible at that.
You would be terrible at that. So you need to do the same to your LinkedIn profile. So things like having a decent quality profile photo. So I don't know if you've seen some profile photos on LinkedIn are people like miles away from the camera with a blurry.
Yeah.
But just having a good quality profile photo. Also your header image. So thinking about how can you make the most of that header image? How can you communicate credibility? Something we do is on my profile is things like share a photo of me speaking on stage. So subtly it's sort of communicating. He knows what he's talking about. He's speaking in front of loads of people.
Better than you.
Yeah. That's what we're going for.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean though.
And also the way you describe yourself in your summary section. So, what do you do? How do you help people? And telling a bit of a story. The way I like to think of it is like thinking like a journalist. When you're writing your profile, think of how can you hook the reader in. So people's attention spans aren't very high these days. So when they're looking at your profile, they're just skimming it. So what can you write in the first part of your summary section that's really going to hook people in and make them want to read more?